Before working with Indigo, I had different areas of problems. I'd say I had gastrointestinal issues, I had skin issues, I had gained weight and couldn't lose it for the first time in my life. And I had seen specialists for each, and everybody was trying to help me out with a single issue. But nobody, I felt like, was looking at the holistic picture of what my issue was. So I'd say I really suffered for about 3 years prior to finally finding Indigo. So what made me feel at home with working with Indigo was the fact that Snejana didn't want to just know about my ailments. She wanted to know about my family history. She wanted to know about the current factors in my environment, what I lived in, who I lived with, what my future goals were. It was a very comprehensive conversation that also cared about even what I was eating. There were so many different factors that I hadn't really thought about and that I hadn't experienced with former doctors that I felt really at home and comfortable with her being kind of like my coach in solving my health problems. If there was something that would have prevented me from getting started with Indigo, it would have been that there is skepticism around functional medicine. There was skepticism around some of the tests that she was suggesting, but I knew that I was looking for solutions around what I could do, and no other doctors had been able to do that, and they had wasted a good few years of my life. So the way that my health has changed since Indigo is pretty drastic. I turned 31, 32 maybe, and I realized that I was at this point in my life where I wanted to have a baby, but my body didn't. And I knew that there was some type of disconnect. After working with Snejana Sharkar and the Indigo team, I found out that I had Hashimoto's, which contributed to my thyroid, my hormones, my gut health, and there was multiple factors that had influenced all of that. I got the medical help that I actually needed, and 3 years later, I was actually able to conceive and have a baby. And I have a son, a beautiful baby boy, who's very healthy. So what makes Indigo Health different from other doctors that I've worked with is that they're very relationship-based. I consider Snejana more than just a doctor. I consider her a mentor of some sort. It's not just a 15-minute appointment where she's checking the box every single time we connect. And I just think in other conventional spaces, you're really missing that. What I'm able to do now that I'm working with Indigo is do things that are more tailored for me and for my health. What surprised me the most about working with Indigo was the lack of bureaucracy that did not exist. The people are great. I know most of the people on the team. It's very energy focused, so there's just more of a holistic perspective. She cares about my spirit in addition to my body. It's just next level. It's a higher evolution of medicine from my perspective. So I would recommend Indigo because it's the first solution I actually found to my health. Everything else was piecemeal and was part of a larger system or a process, but this was the first opportunity that I really had to partner in fixing my health. Well, I love Indigo. I love the energy. I just feel it elevated my life, and I'm very, very thankful to have them as health partners. ROSIE BELINKY from Washington, D.C.